Alright, that was enough of waiting time. Let's start the webinar and those who are late will join us later. Good day everyone. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Simon and today I will be conducting this webinar on behalf of Eocortex. And for those who are just passing by and bumped into our webinar, today we're going to talk about manufacturing facilities solution that Eocortex company offers. And today we're going to tell you about the tasks that our product, our video management software can solve in manufacturing industry. Uh, these are just the questions that uh, you can ask you these are the questions that those who are working in manufacturing facilities or in manufacturing industry are usually asking, like do they want to be able to monitor the smoke and fire, cross-check line or perimeter, and some other tasks? And do they want to optimize it and make this task more efficient? Whether they want to organize the access control in the parking lots or just for the staff members. If you are also interested in answering those questions and you are searching for the solutions for the tasks which were mentioned, then we have something to tell you. Uh, these are just a couple of modules that we have selected among 19 of Eocortex video analytics modules that are the most suitable for manufacturing industry. Among that you can see smoke and fire detection, face recognition, license plate recognition, our recently developed hard heads detection, and now I will tell you more in depth about what these modules can do for manufacturing facilities. Let me start with smoke and fire detection, quite popular module that we are commonly asked about. Uh, this illustration shows you how it works. Basically, if the camera spots a fire or smoke in the camera view, it triggers the alarm. It can send push notifications. It can inform the operators via SMS or emails. And also it can be integrated with fire distinguishing system and alarm so that the immediate reaction can be taken. The immediate action. And these are just some benefits and what this module can do. You Within this module, you can configure to detect either smoke or fire because our module can distinguish smoke and fire separately, or it can be used both together. Uh, it will just show smoke and fire in the same picture because usually they come together. As I said, you can integrate it with the alarm system and fire distinguishing system. Also, this module can help during the investigation in case the uh, fire took place. After you have settled this problem, you can investigate because the our module makes the logs in the journal, the bookmarks in the journal, so you can quickly search for the time when the fire started, and you can see the reasons why it happened very quickly, and it will help you to investigate and prevent this from happening again in the future. Also, the quick reaction on fire can help you to prevent losses and prevent the fire from spreading, because our video analytics allows immediate reaction. It is more efficient than operator just watching, because human are, they tend to get tired and they lose their reaction. And so our video analytics can help you to save costs and prevent more losses from the fire, which can be useful for a manufacturing industry as A lot of processes are happening there, and the the fire can be started anywhere in case of some technical issues or uh, human issues as well. The next module we're going to talk about is tracking, um, which allows you to prevent the not some people from entering the premises, or it also helps you to guard the perimeter of your premises, of your factory, or of any manufacturing uh, industry perimeter. As you can see on the picture, it can show both the person coming close to the fence and the person on the other side of the fence who come to the place where he is not supposed to be, and also the object that he probably thrown over the fence to, maybe he tried to steal something, or in worst case try to do some terrorist attack, and our module allows to prevent it, as it can cause a lot of incidents. The module works the three ways that it can work. Like, first, you can set the line in camera view, and anytime this line has been intercepted in either direction or both direction, it will trigger the alarm. It will inform the operator, and it can send also push notifications, SMS, emails. So in case anyone intercepts the line, intercepts your premises, you will be informed immediately, and you can watch it on the camera the moment it happened. Also, you can set the detection zone, and it will inform you whether someone or something is moving within this zone, or if some person are uh, presenting there for longer than the preset time. For example, if you have something, some place like restricted area where there might be some people passing through, but if they're standing there and watching something for a long time, it might be suspicious. So in case that happens, you will be informed about that. Uh, it This module will help the owners of manufacturing businesses or the technical guys and security staff to prevent terrorist attacks, ensure safety of the employees, and safety of the assets of the company, which are the premises, the machines, and some other stuff. Face detection is another module that we recommend for manufacturing solution, because it allows to quickly search through the archive to find faces in the whole archive, all the faces that were detected by the camera. It can quickly allow you to sift through the archive to find the people. Also, if it detects the faces, it is likely to be a human there. For example, in the place where person can you, Carlos, let me first, I will answer all your questions in the end of the presentation. So I will answer your question now, but for the rest, we will have a session where you'll be asking me questions, and I will also be able to show you and make demonstrations, because now I can answer your questions, but it might be, it might take longer time than special time, like in the end of the presentation. So can we limit to certain areas the access of people? You can choose the area, specify the area in the camera view that will be detecting the presence of people. Yes, you can do that. You can also set the line anywhere you want, and the shape of the area can be any shape and any size. I will be showing it later during the demonstration if you want. Um, so about the face detection again, as you can see on the picture, the guy is wearing a mask, and the other guy is not. Probably this place is dangerous for people without special equipment, and if the camera can see the face of the person, it will trigger the alarm, which means it can be used for safety reasons, for safety regulations, and also for preventing any person being in the camera view in a certain area. Uh, this module allows you to quickly find any person that came in the camera field, in the camera view, and receive notifications about any person uh, coming in the camera view and who was spotted by the camera. You can quickly find a specific person if you are interested in that, or uh, you can also see whether your employees, your staff, are absent in the workplace or they are at the place where they are not supposed to. You can always download the JPEG images of the faces detected by the camera and show it either to police or use it for uh, to prove your position in case you go to the court with uh, for any reason. So you can save the images and download the archive as well. Loud sound detection is one more useful video analytics module that we recommend because there might be a lot of accidents happening on uh, manufacturing industry, like machines breakdown or gunshots or even explosions, which all make very loud sound. And if your camera has a microphone installed, in case the noise level increases certain amount of decibels, it will trigger the alarm and inform the operators. So these models can be also used in several ways to to inform about the gunshots, explosions, or machine breakdowns, which will also allow immediate reaction to prevent the accident from spreading. You can always, if in case you have multiple cameras, it will show which camera exactly was close to the place where the loud sound took place, and you can see where it happened and see what exactly happened there. Face recognition is different from face detection because it not only detects whether the face presence in the camera, it also compares it to the images uploaded to the database so that to identify whether this person is known or unknown, or if this person is recognized. You can also set groups for these people, like you can see on the picture. Here are just basic two groups, for example, blacklist and whitelist. The camera, when it recognizes the face, it compares it to the pictures in the database, and if the person belongs to the blacklist, it doesn't grant the access to the premises. If the person belongs to the whitelist, it grants access to the premises, so we can organize automated access control, which can save staff cost and also improve efficiency. Uh, this module can also be used for preventing the criminals from entering. For example, if you know that there are certain people that might enter the premises, you just simply upload his image in the database, and the time the camera spots this person, it recognizes it and sends you the notification, triggers the alarm. You can set any scenario like closing the doors, trigger the alarm, or so on. Even you can inform the police department immediately and send them the image of this person and the time when he entered and where he entered your premises. Apart from that, as I have already said, you can organize access control more efficiently and in cost-saving way. Uh, License plate recognition can also help you to organize the access control using for the cars of your staff. For example, you can add all the number of license plate numbers of your staff members to the database, and they will be able to access your premises whenever they want or whenever you want them to access it. Also, it can help you to get the traffic when the cars entered your premises, when it exited, Uh, can you do face recognition and hard hat detection at the same time? Uh, Let me come back to this question in the end, and because now it will take a lot of time. So I'm sorry, I don't see your name, but that's was a question from Aris team. Let me first finish the presentation, please, and then I'll answer all your questions and make the demonstrations if you want. So thank you. So let's go back to license plate recognition. As I have said, it allows you to get the statistics on traffic, what time the cars entered your premises, how many cars entered that, and exited as well. So you can upload all this data and download it in XLS or CSV formats, get the table of all the data with timestamps and license plate numbers and any additional information that you upload to your database. Uh, Also, as same as we did with face recognition, you can prevent the criminals from entering, or if the car is wanted or like police is searching for it, you can also add it to the database, and in case it appears in the camera view, you'll be notified about that. So you can make as many groups as you want and set any scenario for each group. Personal monitoring is uh, one of our video analytics modules that allow you to see whether any one of your employees and any of workers are absent in the workplace, or if they are probably sleeping, because it detects whether you can set a specific zone where the employee is supposed to be, where the workers are supposed to be, and in case no action is happening there, it informs you. You can also set the time when these modules should work. For example, during the work days, you know that your employees are supposed to work there. In case they're absent, you will be informed. In case they are late, you will be also informed. And in case they go home earlier, you will be informed. Also, for manufacturing facilities, it is very useful because in case someone is absent, it might stop the whole production line, and because there are usually a lot of stuff, it's very difficult to monitor everyone. So our video analytics make that easier and more efficient. You don't need a lot of operators. You just need one to receive the notification from our video management software. So it not only increases the efficiency of monitoring, it also increases the motivation of workers, because if they know that this such module is installed, they have nothing to do but work as they're supposed to, and they won't be able to cheat. Hard hat detection, there was a question about that. This is our recently developed module. We provide it in customized versions yet, but soon it will be available in official version because we're still upgrading it and developing it. Let me show what it does. In manufacturing industry, it is a must, because manufacturing industry is always associated with high danger for the employees, and hard hats is one of the regulations for safety, which can not only prevent the employees from getting injured. The absence of these hard hats can be also the reason for punishment from authorities. So how this module works: in case the person in the camera view is spotted without wearing a hard hat, our VMS highlights this person in red frame, makes a bookmark in the journal, and sends the notification so that the employee without hard hat can be immediately warned, and next time he will immediately put on the hard hat back to prevent the incident from happening, because a lot of incidents on the workplace, especially in manufacturing industry, result in uh, head concussion, and even with that can cause death of employees. And our module helps to minimize those cases and prevent the company from be penalizing. And in case, in bad case, in worst case that happens, this model also allows to investigate this, because in case the employee was not wearing a hard hat, you can always easily and quickly find it in the archive and see why was not he wearing a hard hat, and see where exactly was he passing through without a hard hat. PTZ camera control can allow you to monitor more, to cover uh, more field in on your premises using one camera. For example, if you have a big area, it is not wise to install many cameras, because you can only install one and set it uh, to monitor the whole area, to zoom in, zoom out, and tilt and pan and cover more field of your premises. Using our VMS, you are allowed to control these PTZ cameras directly from your VMS. It can be done either using actual joystick, which is integrated with Eocortex. Also, you can use the software joystick or software interface. You can use keyboard, and that all will be allowed using our Eocortex interface. You can set some preset zones and um, mm, make a scenario like for the camera to move from one preset to another, to organize the control of the whole area. Fisheye dewarping is another way to use one camera and cover many fields. These fisheye cameras will basically uh, cover 360 degrees around it, and our module allows to create, for example, as you can see on the picture, from one camera you get 3 or 4 or as many actual views using only one camera. So it dewarps the fisheye picture, which allows you to save cost and use only one camera instead of 4, for example. You can at the same time view several controlled areas and use virtual PTZ. So for the client, it will look as if the PTZ camera was installed, but there is actually only one fisheye camera. So that's all allowed using our Eocortex interface. Failover is a must. I would say a must for any video surveillance system, but for manufacturing, where a lot of cameras, a lot of servers are likely to be installed, and where the information is, all the information is very valuable, the failover is one thing that allows you to prevent this information from getting lost. This actually allows you to use a separate server that will continue recording, continue getting the record from the cameras in case the main server breaks down. For example, you think that 5 of the cameras are the most valuable for you, and you cannot allow them to stop recording. You want the constant recording to be organized. So in case the main server breaks down, you will lose the video stream from this camera. But if you install our failover server, with failover module, you can ensure that in case the main server breaks down, the record will still be down, will still be done. So that will just allow you constant recording and will prevent you from losing the information for the most important areas in your company or in your manufacturing company in your factory. Sabotage detection, in some places there might be vandals or even those who want to steal something or do some bad stuff. If they spot the camera, they are very likely to try to hide it, to cover it, or to defocus it so that to prevent them from being spotted by the cameras. But our module can be a bad thing for these bad guys, because in case they defocus it, flare or pan away, uh, or cover the camera view, it will send you the notification or push notification or email, SMS, whatever you preset that to do. Uh, so in case someone wanted to uh, prevent himself from being spotted, he will be notified, which will prevent the terrorist attacks or any vandals from entering your premises. Uh, that's all about the module, the major modules for manufacturing solution industry. Let me provide you with some information about Eocortex in general. We do have the remote access to your CCTV system. I mean, we allow you to have remote access to your CCTV system using Eocortex. You can do it in three ways, either using Android or iOS phone or tablets, and also you can access your CCTV system with a web client, which will allow you to view the images online, to view the archive which was recorded, to take screenshots and receive the notifications to your phone or to your web client, control PTZ cameras, and do a lot of stuff just from your house. You don't need to go to your office every time you are not sure whether everything is going clear. You always have access to the cameras, and you can see your stuff working. You can see your factory. You can see everything by just sitting at home and watching your phone, checking it once a couple of hours, and you can stay calm and ensure everything is going fine. For those who don't know, let me just give a couple of words about our company. We're a global vendor of video management software. As you might have guessed, we are found in 2008, and since that time we have developed 19 video analytics modules. I have just told you about 12 of them, so we have 7 more. We support multiple cameras. You don't need special cameras for our modules to work fine. It works. We do all of our processing on server, so you can use any of 5,000 plus integrated cameras, or if your camera supports ONV for PSA protocol, we are also compatible with that. We are proud to say that we are very user-friendly and we don't require a lot of resources. We try to save the hardware resources so that it takes only 10 minutes to install and configure your VMS using your CCTV system using our VMS. We have presence in more than 30 countries in almost every continent except for Antarctica, and we have a presence with the help of more than 5,000 partners who helped us to implement more than 23,000 projects already. And if you are our partners, you will receive some benefits from us, and that is our policy that we don't hide any costs. So once you paid for our VMS, you don't need to pay for any upgrades, for any support, for any technical service or pre-sale service, trainings. That all will be provided for you for free for the lifetime of your VMS. Here's just the list of some countries where we have presence in, and these are the most popular brands that produce the cameras or any other IP devices that we are compatible with. And as you can see on VIF and PSIA, we also do work with them, which increases the number of the cameras and the devices we're compatible with. Here are just three big projects that we have implemented. As you can see, two of them took place in Russia and one in Turkey. This is just the examples. We have much more of them, but these are just the big ones with 1,000 plus cameras and one with even more than 5,000 cameras. Okay, we have come to the uh, stage where you are welcome to ask the questions, and let me make a demonstration of my own to see the demonstration of how any of the video analytics module works, of how user-friendly our interface is. You are also welcome to answer that. And first, I will answer the questions that have been asked previously. Okay, so uh, Iris team asked us about whether we can use face recognition and hard head detection at the same time. I think you're asking about it using one camera. Yes, you can. You can if you configure that. But to use face recognition, we recommend you to install the camera on the face level. And for hard hats, you need the person to be seen in full height. So if you can provide those requirements, these two models will work fine uh, within one camera. So we don't have any software limitations, but that all depends on how you install the camera. Uh, will the software be able to find a difference between wearing a hard hat and head cap, and how will it do this? Yes, it will. Our module can distinguish. Uh, our module can distinguish hats, caps, and hard hats. How it does that? The hard hats has certain color and shape. Like there are some regulations on colors allowed for the hard hats to be and the shapes. So our model distinguishes the caps, the colored hair, and anything that looks like hard hat. So it is unlikely to cause any misleading or any uh, like person wearing a cap to be recognized as wearing a hard hat. No, it will not happen. Our model is smart enough. It uses neural nets for that. You mentioned that face recognition can catch infiltration attempts. How accurate can this be done if you consider that cameras typically are installed at 3 meters height and that person intentionally infiltrating? Let's look at the cameras. Um, you see, if we use certain algorithms to recognize the face, and um, for face recognition, not face detection, but face recognition, we do recommend to install the cameras on a face level to increase the accuracy of our module. So in case you want this to install face recognition, we do recommend to install it on the door height or on the interpoles, so that it works more accurate. In case it's installed on 3-meter height, it may not always recognize the faces because our module works with our algorithms, and our analytics is done on server. So unless you get a clear picture, that's only the requirement we have for our modules to work, to get a clear picture. If you get it clear, uh, everything will work fine. So yeah, we have several suggestions for face recognitions to work better. Janice, I'll try to demonstrate you how our hard hat detection works. Turned on, I hope. So either any other questions, or if you want me to make a demonstration of any other video analytics modules that I have talked about or have not talked about, you're welcome to ask. I will try to do my best to answer all the questions. Uh, Now you can see that all the people in the camera are wearing hard hats, so it doesn't show anything. And one of the requirements for the hard hat detection module to work fine is that the person without the hard hat should be seen in full height, so he should not be covered by any person or any object in the camera view. If I missed any of your questions, please forgive me and repeat, and I will try to answer it. Uh, with Failover, can the backup server store the video uh, in same NAS connect to main server? Yes, we do work with NAS, so in case you just install the server and connect it via NAS, it will work fine. Failover can be done like that. The only requirement is that they should be within one site, and whether it's DAS, NAS, or SAN, doesn't matter, it will work fine. I hope I answered your question clearly. And as our hard hats detection module is still not released officially, we only have them in customized versions on request. Uh, we haven't released it yet because we're still in the process of developing it and making it more accurate. So this is not like the final version with the accuracy we're satisfied with. We're still working on it, and to work better, we need to collect some real cases. Renee, thank you for attending. Uh, I hope you I answered all you wanted to find out during this webinar. Thank you for attending. So, are there any other questions? Or you want me to show how other modules work? Carlos, thank you. Thank you too. Thank you for attending. And if you have projects in the manufacturing industry, you can always provide the information for and we will try to make the best solution for you. If you have any projects, you can always write the information about them on sales at eocortex.com, and we'll contact you and discuss the details. Thank you. Thank you, Adi, and I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, I'm sorry. But thank you. Thank you for attending. Thank you, Janice. Also, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. Thank you. So, Let's wait for a couple more minutes in case someone has the questions or in case someone wants me to show how other modules work. Carlos, we do have a demo version, or we can also provide you with free trial version with license plate recognition or with any module you want. It will be full function VMS with only one limit is the time for which you can use it. You can use it on your site or on your cameras, or you can use our demo server with our cameras. License plate and face recognition and any module you are interested in will be provided for you. You can also contact sales at eocortex.com, and they will provide that free of charge very quickly. You can test it yourself. Why the image camera to demo not smoothly? Because software, hardware. That is hardware. I would tell you what, because it is not live camera actually. The one you can see now with the hard hats. This is the record we got from one of our customers. We're using virtual camera, so the analysis is done real time, but the camera is recorded. We're using virtual camera for that, and the record is not smooth. I can show you, for example, license plate recognition, and picture is much clearer here. How long it will take time to modify the number plate for a certain country not in your list? That question is very difficult to answer because some of the countries are already in the process of integration, but for now we have recently updated our information. Last Thursday I was telling that we have only 59 countries integrated, but now we have updated our information. There are more than 100 already. Let me show you. I have updated my license, and now we are able to see all the countries that we are integrated with. Uh, in case you're interested in a particular uh, country to be integrated, you can always ask sales at eocortex.com, and they will answer whether this country is already integrated or not, or whether it is in process of being integrated. So here is the list. It is very small, but you can see that there are a lot of countries, and USA has been even divided to the states. Yeah, so Indonesia, let me check. HI. No, unfortunately, Indonesia is not integrated yet, but I think it is in the process. Please contact sales at eocortex.com for more information, because I'm not sure whether it is currently being integrating in the process of integration, or we're still only planning to do that. But unfortunately for now, Indonesia is not integrated. Probably because you have a lot of different kinds of different templates of license plates, and probably we are in the process of searching all of these templates and some partners which will provide us with the information on Indonesian templates. How many types of license plate for country can be detected? Pandya, we are working on integrating all possible license plate. As you can see, for Russia, for example, there are a lot of templates for license plates. I'm living in Russia, haven't seen more than half of them, but it's possible for them to appear on the road. So if you choose Ireland, I just don't know. Here are also multiple of them. We try to integrate as many as we can. And for the number of license plates, It's not limited by our software. So as long as we have the template for that license plate, it will be recognized. Can we add the type of the license plate? No, we cannot do it by on your own. What you can do is to ask us to integrate it, because the algorithm for our module to work is not that easy. It not simply compares the template and the license plate on the frame. It is more sophisticated and more in-depth analysis is required. So simply adding the template will not make the module work. But you can, if you find out that we don't have a certain template of license plate in the country we have integrated, you please inform us. We will add it in a quickly manner. We are always welcome for customization and personal feedback. We are working the customer satisfaction is our primary goal. So in case you have some demand, or your project has some requirements, unusual requirements, or maybe some which are suitable for only for that particular project, we can make customized versions depending on what project it is. So don't be scared to contact us, and we will do our best to match your requirements. Thank you, Pandya, for questions. I really appreciate your participation. Thank you. So, are there any other questions that I haven't answered? Maybe I skipped them accidentally, or if you hesitate to whether to ask or not, do ask. Do you have also vehicle counting module? You can use people counting module for vehicle counting because it uses the tripwire for that. So you can set it to count cars as well. You can also set the object size, so it will not count people passing, but it will only count the cars. So yes, you can say that we have vehicle counting module, but we just call it people counting. Yeah. Here, just select the size of the object. Here we have the stream for people counting, but you can select, for example, if the car is this size, and you select the line, entering and exiting. If the car will go that way, it will be counted as exiting car. If this way, it will be counted as entering car. Hope that's clear enough. And also you can count cars by downloading the statistics on license plate recognition. For example, if you install it in the entrance, it will the number of license plate it recognized will be the number of cars entered. So you can just simply download the XLS spreadsheet and see what number is there. So we have two options to count vehicles. Any other questions? You can, because you see what you only set uh, the average, or like the it is not like the certain size. It can be bigger or smaller as what you preset. So if you just put a big frame and on the road, it will count bigger objects, whether it's truck or car. It will not. It will exclude only small objects like human. Or let me show you. So the trucks will be also counted in this module. So for example, if the object is like you want to count the cars, you probably set this size of the object, and the trucks, the vehicles will all be counted, but small humans will not. So here just set the average size of the object, which will include both cars and trucks, but will exclude human. Small cars will be also counted because small cars are still smaller than humans. I hope that answered your question. You can always test it using our trial version. It's free of charge. You just need to write to sales@eocortex.com, and you'll receive the free trial license and test it on your own cameras, or on any, if you download the virtual camera, you can test it on any video in the internet, but we recommend it to test on live cameras. 'Cause any more questions? Waiting for a couple more minutes if someone still have some questions which I haven't answered, or which I have answered but I can answer again, or answer in different words, or answer showing different videos. I am free for any of your requests. Thank you, thank you. So if no more questions are coming, I will call it the end of the webinar. Thank you everyone for taking part, for joining, for listening, for participating and asking questions. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate for those who attend all of our webinars. I'm double thanking you for being loyal and having interest in our company. And for those who recently joined us, I also want to thank you. Hope that these webinars provides you with the information you are searching for, and hope to see you again in our further webinars. Next webinar will be on Tuesday. It will be mostly suitable for newcomers. It will be Eocortex walkthrough, which will introduce the basic features of Eocortex. We'll make demonstrations of certain modules, so you're always welcome, and you'll be informed about that webinar later. So thank you, everyone. I'm signing off right now. Thanks for joining. Have a good day. Bye bye.